Oh, actually, I should probably check to make sure the sound works. That's important. Hold on. Okay, so this is my favorite part about my capture card. So I don't, you can't hear it, but it's coming out of my TV, so you can probably hear it. So I'm just gonna change the audio, and then change the audio, and now it comes out of the capture card. Why? I don't know. Sometimes if you don't do it right, it desyncs really badly. So there you go. No. Stop updating this goddamn system. Is this which one? Leave it alone. Alright. It's time. I got a nice glass of milk. I lied. It's not a glass. But it is milk. Alright. So last time we did a little bit of the... The audio fucked? What's wrong with the audio? Is it crackly? Audio's crackly. Okay. I don't hear it on my end, so let me just do this. Did I fix it? Not like I know how else to fix it. Alright. The capture card works, which is nice. It does work. It works well, but it just has a little bit of hiccups on startups, that's all. Alright, boys. Let's go to Outaway Cave. This extensive cave system stretches far into the depths of the earth. Oh. Cave. Captain Beans. Big ass cave. Look at this guy. Ain't he great? Here you go. Oh, oh. Come out. Ginga. He's gone. I lost him. It's just a big hole. See? There's a bear tick up there. There's the moon! Ooh, that's a nice shot. Nice scenic shot. Lady. I have a picture of Glalie. The last time I saw him, he was asleep. What? Huh. Do it again. Oh, okay. You know what? That's honestly a fine shot. That's a perfectly fine shot. Go through the cave of purple water. Caves scare me. You know? Here in Pokemon, it's like, go through the trap, look at all these cool little guys. But, like, real caves? Real caves, bro? No. No. Welcome to You're Gonna Fucking Die, Kid Cavern. Home home of the itty-bitty tiny little opening that you're gonna try and crawl through because you're a fucking idiot. Yep. Oh, look at that, you dumb asshole. You tried to climb through it, now you're stuck. Now you're gonna spend the rest of your miserable life in fucking Saddam Hussein position. In reverse. Oh. Like, no thanks. Absolutely no thanks. I'm good. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I'll take that. Anybody want to eat? You want to eat? Maybe. Perhaps. These guys suck at this. Alright. Crobats are here. So are prehistoric Pokemon. Gengar. There's a couple outliers here. Oh, there's a fucking Geodude there. Yeah, an apple's gonna knock him down. Isn't that pretty? You did not take very many pictures, streamer. I really didn't. I really didn't. There weren't a lot of good pictures to take.
Yeah.
See, it's interesting because most Pokemon are... yeah, most Pokemon that evolve by trade methods aren't found in the wild. There are exceptions to that. There are exceptions to that. The first exception that I can think of is in Generation 4, where in the old chateau, if you had a... You know what? It's better. If you had any GBA game in the backwards compatible section, in the room with the portrait with glowing eyes, you could find Gengar. But aside from that, you could also catch Steelix in Iron Island, because, and I think that's actually a really cool lore reason, because it's like Steelix evolves from Onix with a metal coat, right? So, and the way I assume it works is that when you trade with an item, because the Pokemon's essentially broken down into data, and if it's holding a certain item, the item pretty much infuses with its DNA. Because that's why Porygon evolves by trading, right? Because you're breaking him down into data, and then he's repairing himself with the data that's on the disc. That's how I assume it works, right? It makes sense to me. But in Iron Island, since the island itself was comprised pretty much, iron, the Onix population that lives there constantly has a diet of that. So, because they eat so much of it, they just naturally evolved into Steelix without any need of breaking down from, like, data. But also, these Pokemon have to exist naturally to an extent, because if they only existed... If a Pokemon like that only existed by human intervention via link cable, then isn't that kind of strange? But then again, I guess in Legends Arceus... In Legends Arceus, Magnemite, Magneton, and Magnezone are part of the Dex, because Magnezone is a Gen 4 Pokemon. But Magnemite and Magneton can only be caught... Same with Porygon, actually. Magnemite, Magneton, and Porygon can only be caught by appearing through a dimensional rift. Now, what's really weird is there's, like... I'm pretty sure there's a Magnezone that's just flying around that you can just catch. I might be mixing that up with Scarlet and Violet, actually. But I'm pretty sure there is a Magnezone that's just flying around that you can catch. But the previous forms can only be found through dimensional rifts, which is really strange because, well, like I said, like it's a Gen 4 Pokemon. Porygon Z is a Gen 4 Pokemon, and Magnezone is a Gen 4 Pokemon, but Magnemite, Porygon, by extension, I guess, Porygon 2, and Magneton only show up from... They can only show up from the dimensional rift, which is essentially a different time period throwing Pokemon at you, right? How does that work? It really doesn't, but the fossil Pokemon are also in the game like that. And that's their explanation for that, is they're getting pulled from a different period in time, and being thrown at you. So that's why Shieldon, Bastardon, Rampardos, and Cranidos are there. Because there's actually fossils of those Pokemon you can find within the little Mount Coronet cave that shows that, like, these species are long gone. But the Dimensional Rift can cause them to show up. So it's a cool concept, but I guess I just think it's kind of weird with Magnemite and Magneton. Because they're only there because Magnezone is a Gen 4 Pokemon. That's the only reason they have to be there. But they don't work. They don't make sense. That's a terrible photo. That's okay, it's a terrible Pokemon. Chat, have you ever, like, seen a Pokemon and you just look at it and you're very acutely aware that that Pokemon isn't going to be good? Or you just know that, like, that Pokemon's not going to evolve? For me, that's gotta be Carbink. Carbink looks like a Pokemon that doesn't evolve, but it also looks like a Pokemon that should evolve. But it's also not a good Pokemon. Like, at all. It's slipping right through things. Yeah. Mm. 90% of Gen 2 Pokemon. Durant? Yeah. I could see Durant looking like... Well, Durant doesn't look like it should evolve. That's the whole point of this conversation. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad, actually. Durant is not that bad of a Pokemon. It's weird. It's a fucking steel ant. It's no Scizor. It's no Fortress either, honestly. But it does have the Bug Steel type. Heatmore. Heatmore is one that looked like it'd be a little tougher than it should be. Or than it is. But Heatmore kind of sucks. Pyukumuku, that one doesn't count. Because Pyukumuku, well, actually, most of Gen 7 was advertised in Koro. And they were like, meet Pyukumuku! It's got a special ability called Innards Out! And then you get your hands on the Pokemon, and it's like, wow! This is awful! You know what? That fucking reminded me. I watched Jimothy Cool's Pokemon meme. How is that not a good background? His Pokemon memes explained video. And one of the memes was explaining how a Pyukumuku could one-hit KO a Ferrothorn. A max invested Pyukumuku versus a 0 defense, 0 HP IV'd Ferrothorn will get one-hit KO'd with a critical max knuckle. A critical max knuckle after 3 layers of spikes. Because the way moves work when you Dynamax is it changes the type into a move. And Counter is a move that is technically offensive that Pyukumuku learns, so it turns into Max Knuckle. So your Pyukumuku can one-shot a Ferrothorn if these conditions are correct. Hit him with a Max Knuckle. So what's the problem with Pyukumuku, legitimately? The problem with Pyukumuku is that it doesn't learn anything but its base moveset. None of which are attacking moves. The entire Pokemon ceases to function at the move Taunt. It does have an ability that does about as much damage to the opponent that was dealt to it that knocked it out. But at that point, why not just use a Pokemon that can, I don't know, fucking do that anyway with attacks? Why have a Pokemon that's just a little fucking bomb that explodes and does maybe some damage IDK to something? Now, granted, it could be good if you're like, you need to stop a setup sweeper. But then the setup sweeper knows that, what the fuck are you gonna do, huh? You're a Pyukumuku. You're a Pyukumuku, dude. He can just sit there and watch you and set up on you. Wobbuffet 2, but even worse. Wobbuffet only works because Wobbuffet forces you to play its game. In Generation 2, you see Wobbuffet and you're just like, LMAO. Like, it uses Safeguard? Okay, whatever. Then I'll just fucking, like, I'll just wait it out. I'll just set up on it, because it's a fucking Wobbuffet. Or I'll just switch around, because you can literally just switch around and Wobbuffet can't do anything. So then Gen 3, they were like, alright, change of plan. Change of plan. Wobbuffet now prevents you from switching. And they created one of the most broken abilities in the entirety of Pokemon. because they really wanted you to have to deal with Wobbuffet's gimmick. Safeguard isn't even really a great move on Wobbuffet. It's not like it's bad. It's not great. It's not bad. It's not great. Hi. In Generation 3, they pretty much all forego it for Wynot, because Wynot gets Encore. And Encore is way better than Safeguard. Because Encore will lock a Pokemon into a move, and then you know what move it's going to press. So then you take the guessing game out of Mirror Coat and Counter. Granted, there's not a lot of guessing game to go with Mirror Coat and Counter, depending on your Pokemon knowledge. Mind you. Hit that. Hit that. That poor Magikarp. Wake up, bitch. Wake up. Wake up. Ah. Hey, how you doing? They got scared. Look at this award-winning Pokemon right here. Behold! A ball! A ball? A ball. What? What? Turn around. Turn around, bitch. Yeah. 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 Frog. Do I just take the picture now? He knows I'm coming, and he runs away. And he runs away, and I can't get a damn good picture. Huh. Nice. Hmm? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh! I hope I got a good picture of that. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Mr. Crobat. Mr. Crobat. Whoa, what was that about? Oh, he was doing something. It's a good picture, good picture, good picture, good picture, good picture. Good pictures, good pictures. What the fuck did I just hit? Oh, a Geodude. Okay. Oh, Rampardos. Turn around. Yeah, turn around. This way. Follow the trail of apple. Come out. Follow. Follow. Go. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that Geodude up. Should have tried to get tough with a Rampardos. Yeah. Yeah. Look at him go. Where's he going? Now we see if I actually have a photo worth showing. Hit the wall, Rampardos. That's a request. Mm-hmm. Yep. Just as good as the last one. Yep. Sure. Glalie. he angry or happy? Shitty picture, but whatever. Noibat. Sure. Chill, dude. Him being pissed off got me 4. But, like, you can't even really see him. You can't even really see the guy. Whatever. See, here's the Rampardos. See, look at that. Him hitting the wall here. That's actually a really good shot. Like, actually, that's a good fucking shot. I want to see if he says that that is 10,000 points.
Yes.
Yup. 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 Ooh, the 1 extra point in placement and the 1 extra point for Pokemon in the frame. We got a Joltik. Do you like how that gave me 12,000 points in size? 12,000 points in size for that. That's so much better. How about that?
Nice timing.
What fantastic behavior. Yeah. He looks kind of happy to me, but I'm pretty sure he's pissed off. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Nice timing.
What fantastic behavior. I wonder if that's better. Oh, barely. I kind of like the dopey angle I got of him, though. So, the question here is, which one of these Noibats was the focus of the photo? Is it the one on the left or the one on the right? We're gonna find out. Okay, I think it's the one on the left. Alright, so that ended up being a great photo after all. This photo, however, is really not good. This is fantastic behavior. Really? Well, okay. It's fine. How about this one? Tell me that's good. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh my god. Beautiful. It was just as good as it should have been. Give me my points. Give me them all. Put them in my pocket. Yes.
Yes.
Another step forward. Gold collector. Gold collector. Hey. Hey, what's the big idea? Oh, I know what the big idea is. I remember, because you can go a different route and you can go a different route in research level 2. That's why. All right, I got you. We're going back. Yeah. The caves, they're big. You zoom in on a Pokemon. Schemers. Schemers. You guys want to give me a good picture? No? Okay. No? How about you? Yeah. 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 Galvantula is a cool Pokemon. He didn't like that. They don't like when I scan. They get irritated. I guess it's because they're sensitive to that. Okay. Whenever I see these rocks, they remind me of teeth. Back up top. What am I hearing? Oh, shit! That's what I'm hearing. Not a very good picture, though. I think they're gone. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm going this way now. Fuck them up. Into the secret lair. So you don't just take alternate paths in caves. That's dangerous. Ah. Ah. Huge crystals formed by heat of magma pool. Hey. It's a pretty good picture, actually. That's not gonna work. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Keep screeching. Keep screeching. Whatever. Let me tell you this bullshit. Oh, boy. Oh, I remember reading the Vivillon guide for that one. When you get to this point, throw a bunch of Illumina orbs over this rock and hope to God you hit what you're aiming for. And if you do, then some Vivillon will come out and you can take their picture. It's like, wow. That's great. Eat that. Bitch, eat that. Yes! You can't see what's happening. Ancient ruins. Excellent. Wait, where'd the Vivillon go? They were there. Oh, shit. Stone giving off a warm glow. That's why there's plant in here. This is why I like these little areas in Pokemon. Although, I think really in Diamond and Shining Pearl did it, but they had little biomes in the underground for fossil Pokemon to exist. Because fossil Pokemon aren't supposed to exist, but every now and again in like the anime, or I guess in this case, Pokemon Snap here, every now and again you get this like little area that's just like unperturbed by the passage of time. So like the creatures that live within are prehistoric, essentially. They should have died out, but somehow they're able to survive. And that kind of documentation is pretty insane. I don't know if this is a good picture. There's a fucking rock in the way. Great. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. And a good picture. That's a good-ass picture. Ancient ruin. Mawile. Nice. It's got a goo angle. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Fire Pokemon because they had fire Pokemons because Sinnoh. I don't know what you just tried to say. I know the underground got repurposed to be a bit of like a wild area for different types. I know that, but I don't know the extent of it because I didn't play it.
ベストタイミング
Bro nodded his head, and the professor was like, "Give that man 950 points." Good ass photo.
ベストタイミング
Checking whether it's good to eat. It's great. It's checking with its ears. It can hear if it's dangerous.
新発見だ
Look at that piece of shit.
いいね
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost a diamond for how bad it was. Hard to tell exactly what it's doing. Well. Yeah, it's alright. It's up to you to figure it out.
ナイスタイミング
Now look at that big guy. Look at that big old rock. Sableye. Could be better. Ooh, never mind, we're good. I won't complain about that. 444. Areas in where fire Pokemon is a small fixed gem for only having 2. But only for the player, no trainer uses them. Oh. That's what you mean. Well, oh yeah, it's not based on Platinum, right. I forgot about that. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are based on Diamond and Pearl and not Platinum. Which, I know when I say it like that, it's like, it sounds obvious, but you gotta understand, Diamond and Pearl had a lot of choices in it that weren't good choices. And then Platinum made better choices. So why would you remake the games and remake the worst choices for them? That's right, Neuro beat Platinum with a Rapidash. I don't really know how, but she did. She did. Amazing. If she can beat the story with a Rapidash, then you can do anything. Because that fucking Pokemon sucks. And it evolves at level 40 at a Ponyta for the whole goddamn game. And for what? A Rapidash that knows Flame Wheel and Bounce. Wow. Just imagine plants thriving so deep underground. What wonders the world hides. Professor, what was that important thing you wanted to tell us? Ah, yes, good news! We located an Illumina Pokemon on Duris Island. That's right, we picked up a familiar reading coming in a large empty space deep within the cave. Which means we found our last Illumina Pokemon. You know what to do, trusty photographer. Good thing no opportunistic criminals try to like invade these ecosystems and like try to capture these giant Pokemon. You know, that'd be really bad if you documented all this like life on this planet, in this area, and then people come here and they're like, I'm gonna catch that. There's fucking Aerodactyl flying around, I'm gonna catch that.
目標は今近い
Wow.
いきなり近寄ると危険かもしれない。慎重に行こう。
What was it? That's what it was.
絶対中にいるよね。周りの穴にフワリンゴを投げてみて。
Fuaringo. Like, Fuaringo is what they're called. Fua like fluffy, and then Ringo like apple. Fuaringo. That's what they're called. Fluff fruit? Sounds a lot better than fluff apple. Fuaringo. He's gone, I lost him. How am I supposed to take your picture like this? Bitch, where'd you go? Hi. Okay. Wow.
イルミナオーブを何個も当てないとダメなのかも。
Big ass guy. Come out of the hole. Come out. Come out.
下にいそう。サーチしてみて。グワリンゴが出てきてくれるかな。
Ooh. Ooh. What? I can't hit him! Oh, I got him. Ah. Give me a jump. Oh! Oh, that was almost an incredible picture! But it cut off. He's gone. Oh, God, saturation. Ah. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Where? There's nothing happening. What? Great. Well, I guess that's that, huh?
行ってしまったのかな。
Well, there it went. Bye.
戻ってくる前にちょっと寄り道してもらってもいいかな。さっきハガネールを追いかけているとき気になることがあって、途中壊れた壁の奥に大きな空間があるみたいなんだ。サーチの結果、それは人工のものと出ている。これは行ってみるしかないよね。
Go, John. Explore the secrets of the universe.
ああ、ここは何なの、博士。
今までのようにイルミナポケモンに関する遺跡だとは思うけど。
Yes.
この壁画はかなり古くてところどころ壊れているけど、これは言い伝えを絵にしたものだね。年代は簡易測定によると約2000年前。
お、びっくりした。そんなにすごいことなの？
小惑星が衝突したのと同じ時期に描かれたものなんだよ。すごい、これは大発見だよ。
昔の人が見たことが描かれているの？落ちてくる隕石からポケモンたちが守ってくれてるのかな？
ポケモンたちのこの模様はイルミナポケモン。つまり隕石の落下の前にイルミナポケモンがいた。
What are you doing here, Meganium? Saving the world with the likes of Milotic and Volcarona? You?
博士？
Meganium?
ごめんごめん。ちょっと考え込んでしまった。データは一通り取れたので、一度戻ってから整理しよう。
What the fuck is a Meganium gonna do to a meteorite? Huh? What is a Meganium gonna do to a meteorite? What can it do to a meteorite? Okay, this picture is so fucking good, but it just needs to be slightly to the right. Slightly to the right.
始めようか。
Oh,
すごい。ナイスタイミング。
oh, oh, it's still so good. I mean, granted, it's really not that great. But. Cha-ching, baby. Level up.
よし。
Ooh, ground collector. Steel collector. Underground guardian. Comic.
お、
Chimamini. Alright. No respect on Meganium's name. No. Honestly, no. There is no respect on Meganium's name. What you looking at there, team?
おそらく次が本当に最後の調査場所だ。君たち準備はいいかな？
The final frontier. All of the Illumina energy has concentrated on that one spot in the middle of the ocean. The mural has turned my whole theory on its head. Not only is there another Illumina Pokemon, but they also been around since before the meteorite. Just me, Professor, is that excitement in your voice. It's not just you, that wasn't what I expected, but it's a fascinating discovery. Plus, I've gone over all the data and it shows that the energy from all of Lentil is converging in one spot. It's the same spot we picked up a very faint form of an Illumina Pokemon. The central one from the mural, it seems like it.
そんで
So where is it?
それはね。
That's the tricky part. The point of the tiny little island doesn't even appear on the map. Oris. And there, most likely, is where we'll find the island spoken of in the legends. Oris Island. Time for one final expedition. Let's find the truth once and for all. Enter the Pep secret.
よろしくね。
Oris. These ruins slumber on a forgotten island, their origins a mystery. It's time to go. Special scenery. I don't know what constitutes that, but usually you can tell. I feel like scam points are where you're looking for, but it doesn't always apply like that. This place reminds me of the Great Canyon from Mr.
かな
Dungeon.
り大きな遺跡みたいだね。
Love that
反応が
dungeon.
あったのはその奥だよ。慎重にね。
El de Glass. El de Grus. Whoa. The ruins, the entrance has been blocked. Well, conveniently, there is a hole. Well, that one's glowing. Alright, there you go. Nice. Hi. Great Canyon is a neat little level. I enjoy that level. I mean, really, I think it's just a matter of me being a bit nostalgic for the old Mystery Dungeon game. Never played the remake. I never played the remake. Oh, come back. Come here, little guy. Come here. Come here. What the hell are you doing? Oh, he's summoning the crew. The crew! Eat it. Why don't you eat it? Eat it. Bro. They just fucking stare at it. Look, there's my favorite guy. Alerta, alerta. He doesn't like when you scan. Pokemon of ancient civilization. How many Pokemon do you think were built during ancient civilization? Were the Regis built? I mean, they were built by Regigigas, right? numerous heart-shaped marks. They were built by Regigigas, but it seemed like they were kind of intended to be built by the ancient people, right? And the ancient people feared them and then sealed them away. But like, what were they afraid of? What the fuck were the ancient people afraid of? Those motherfuckers are just rocks. They can't do shit. But like, Sigilus seems like a Pokemon that would be constructed by ancient civilizations, right? Makes sense to me. Beheeyem, probably one of the most forgettable Pokemon in existence. Good photo. Yes. Golurk. This is a Pokemon that was constructed by the ancient people. This big guy. You know he can fly? It's really fucking cool when he does. I'm talking ancient civilization, where they built them out of magic rocks. Like, literally. What is Golurk comprised of? I don't know. Why can Golurk breed? These are questions that don't need answers. But, like, what's Sigilith? Like, what is the matter? What is the matter that they are composed of? Right? What is the matter that they are composed of? Come on. Beautiful. Was it a material that was commonplace back then, but they used all of it up, so therefore it was no longer... Crystal Bloom's statue should arrange the same position. Okay. Hi. Want a snack? Some sort of pedestal behind the Golurk. Okay, bye. It's possible, right? The idea that a Pokemon like Sigilith is comprised of like material that existed in the past world, but they used too much of it and they ran it short. Now he can breed because Pokemon mechanics with Ditto say he can do that, but it's interesting to think, considering where these Pokemon are found normally, they're usually found in these types of ruins, right? So they seem like they're Pokemon that are built by ancient civilizations, but they just overproduced them and then destroyed their material market for them. So there's a finite number of them in existence until I want a shiny version. In which case, that doesn't make any sense either. Yeah. Yup. Sleeping not to. Poor Beheeyem. Poor, tragic, forgotten Beheeyem. That's not gonna work. Did I get a good alerta? It's pretty good, actually. That's even better. Alright. Ancient Ruin. Crystal Bloom. What's my best Golurk? Honestly? Right there. There you go.
Yes.
Isn't it weird that creatures created by humans are regarded as Pokemon? I guess Ultra Beasts are weird in that regard. Pretty much anything is created as a Pokemon by just, I don't know, it just is, I guess. But why is it like, but like they also do share the mechanics of Pokemon, even though they like, is it because of the material they used? Does it have something to do with like the fucking Canalive library again, where everything is inherently part like Pokemon? Huh? Everything is inherently part Pokemon in this goddamn world somehow, so you like create life with rock and it becomes a Pokemon? How does that work? But like, some Pokemon that are created don't like Porygon was a Pokemon that is only supposed to have like one in creation, unless they were mass produced. But it's a Pokemon that doesn't make a lot of sense. But in later games, you can just find him in the wild. You can catch Porygon in the wild. How does that make any sense? It doesn't. It really does not. What about Mr. Mime? Yeah, you can find Mr. Mime in the wild in Gen 4, but before that, you could only get him through XD or the trade in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Unless I'm forgetting something from Gen 3. Yeah, Mr. Mime is kind of a... He's like a Pokemon you're not really supposed to see in the wild, but then they turned it into a wild Pokemon, which doesn't make a lot of sense, I guess. I mean, it does because it's a Pokemon, but like, could you imagine stumbling upon a habitat in the forest of mimes? Like, if you're walking through the forest and you find a Pikachu and you're like, whoa, Pikachu! That's great, and he'll run into all his little Pikachu buddies and hang out. But like, imagine that same scenario, but you run into a Mr. Mime. You would assume you're getting mugged, or you're about to get like fucking murdered. Like they've already thrown road spikes down, so you can't drive over them. They're like those type of fucking creatures. Like they throw themselves on the road to make you stop and they jack your car. They jack your fucking car. That's what Mr. Mime's doing out there.
Nice timing.
No thanks. You can't drive on the roads. Well, actually, you can. There are drivable roads in Pokemon, but like, you don't really see a lot of them in Pokemon Journeys because the Pokemon Journeys you're traveling around the nature. Imagine if your entire Pokemon journey was just you traveling on the side of the highway. Like, wow. What are you gonna catch? The only thing you're gonna catch is a fucking jaywalking ticket. Alright, you're not gonna find any goddamn Pokemon hanging out on the highway. Now, Gen 5 did have a highway that kind of goes through the desert. Because they were doing construction and then they unearthed the ruins and that halted all the construction. Why there's a desert there to begin with, I don't know. But they have the overpass that's kind of going above you that's... I'm not really sure where that's supposed to go. But Central Unova seems to suggest that there is like a road. There's some kind of roadway that's designed for vehicles, but then the rest of the regions tend to do a very good job at keeping foot traffic more common. Preserving foot traffic and not making everything vehicle based. People have bikes and stuff, but roads are pretty rare in Pokemon. Unless you count Cycling Road. Unless you count Cycling Road, but I don't really think that counts. Although it's called Cycling Road because you're on there on a bicycle and everybody else is on there with a motorcycle. Which, they axed that pretty fast, didn't they? They certainly made some choices. Early Pokemon, the age rating was definitely different. You know that the age rating for, like, Japanese games... Age rating for Japanese games, their like E is kind of closer to our PG to PG-13. It's kind of closer to that. So the original Pokemon anime was, I think it's the only one. I think it's the only one in the entirety of the Pokemon anime that has a PG rating. But then it got toned down. It got toned down. I mean, they had guns and shit in that one. Guns. Another set of amazing ruins. That's right, and here's something intriguing about them. They seem to include two distinct types of structures. What's different about them? We compare the ruins to the entrance of what we saw deeper inside the cave. The cave part seems to have been built later and possibly in a hurry. There's definitely something weird about that area. Why were there flowers in the other islands in there? We can take that as evidence that energy from Altered Lentil is converging there. We can untangle these mysteries. I'm sure we'll find the way forward. In the meantime, I'm finished working on another set of Illumina orbs.
Yes.
Go. It's just reporting guns at a kid, man. What was their deal? Well, I'm gonna argue, for the sake of argument here, that if I knew that children were running around with lizards that could breathe fire at degrees that would literally like cook me in a matter of seconds, I would pack my own kind of heat. Know what I'm saying, kid? Do you remember when Team Rocket broke into a mart, stole all their stuff, and then fucking Ash ran in and he demanded a potion and everyone pointed their guns at him? Like, they just weren't ready. They were ready on that one, but they weren't ready for Team Rocket. But Ash jumped in, he's like, give me your potions, and they were like, all on his ass. The Safari Zone episode was the one that was the most egregious with the guns, for sure. And that episode in particular is interesting because in that episode, Ash catches 28 Tauros. But because it got censored, and not even censored, just straight up unaired in the US, Ash just randomly had a whole horde of Tauros. He just had a horde of Tauros. That was the part of his Pokemon collection now. Because the episode where he got them all just went unaired. Too much guns. Too many guns. Yeah. I'm back. Aye, but guns are cool, mate. Guns are cool. The original season, the first season of Pokemon Indigo League had at least 5 or 6 episodes that were either completely, removed or censored to a large degree. Or partially censored. Or partially removed, I should say. Like the episode about Lavender Tower. That episode I don't think was permanently removed, but it was set to air around the time of September 11, 2001. So yeah, there's also the episode with the Tentacruel that was destroying the city. That one I think eventually got aired. That one's in the opening, which is interesting. That episode has a clip in the opening. Oh, that's cute. That one has a clip in the opening where Tentacruel goes whoosh and destroys a building, but that episode's gone. Electric Soldier Porygon. That's Electric Soldier Porygon is one that we all know. We all love to talk about that one. There was the one where James got boobs. That one got censored. I missed. Okay. That one got censored. Stop. Stop. Where's he going? Alright. The Safari Zone episode was the Dragonair episode. I think there was one before that as well. Porygon's been harshly punished for a long time now. Porygon's not allowed to make appearances in the anime anymore. Nice. Porygon, Porygon 2, and Porygon Z. None of them. Forbidden. They made a huge stake. I love this massive guy. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, he's doing tricks. Well, he was doing tricks. Okay. Where's the flower? There it is. Yeah. Oh, he's eating. That one eats. Okay. Move. Move. You stupid. Oh, he's wiggly. Okay. Wake up. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, pump it. Alright. There you go. I've completed the cycle. There he goes. He's a big guy for me. Let me up. Let me into that giant pillar of light. Let me in. I did watch that episode. I was very careful, because, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, wow, this episode was banned because it hospitalized many, many people. And it's like, should I really watch this? And I did, and I was careful with it. So I saw the episode. I did see the episode, but like, I wasn't playing games.
各島のエネルギーが上に流れていっているようだ。
Honestly, I deserve a bit of a Darwin Award for even attempting to watch it in the first place, but whatever. Whatever.
では行くよ。
Some people probably think like, oh, I wouldn't. I'd be fine. I'll watch it raw. Like, go ahead, strong man. Do whatever you want. Go watch 20 minutes of inconsequential footage, at the risk of like serious health risk. Go ahead, tough guy. Flashing lights were really bad in early games. Like, flashing lights were like very common. Mega Man had that issue a lot, where when fucking the Wily bosses would explode, they just flash your screen. They were bad. And early games did that a lot. But I think that episode of Pokemon was kind of like the, alright, stop the flashing lights shit, it's causing actual issues. So that episode kind of changed everything for all of us, I think. Possibly. Maybe. Arguably. Goo creature. Yeah. Yeah. It's wider. Honestly, good picture. Not a good picture. Terrible picture. Nice picture. Alright. Put her in. Oh, let's play some Phantasmagoria Dim Dream. I'll play Kotohime. I press bomb. Wow, thanks Kotohime for flashing your face on my screen for 5 seconds straight. Why? Why? Could you not do that, asshole? This is why you weren't brought back. That's her bomb. Her bomb is nothing flashy, ironically. It is just flashing with her face on the screen. I used that footage in one of my videos, and I slowed that shit down to like 25% or something, so it flashed super inconsistently.
Nice timing.
I don't remember what video that was. You'd have to go watch all my videos to find it. 4554. Looks happy, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know why it's happy, but I'll take it. Woo back. Look at this piece of shit. Oh, placement could be better, but it's good enough. This Pokemon's awesome. If you told me that Sigilith looked really fucking stupid, I wouldn't tell you you're wrong, but I love this stupid asshole. I love this stupid asshole. You know he's got an ability called Wonder Skin, which makes every status move a 50-50 on him? I don't really know why either. He has Magic Guard too. He's got Tinted Lens, I believe, Magic Guard, and Wonder Skin. And I don't know any other Pokemon that has Wonder Skin as an ability. But yeah, it turns every status move used against him into a 50-50. Kinda neat. Looks happy, doesn't it? Does it? Oh, saved by the background. Alright. Level up. Elevator of light. Psychic power. Thanks for the progress you've made. I got something to report. Oh boy. I'm going to explode now. Porygon died, so we would no longer have annoying flashing lights in Japanese shit. Looks like now the moment we've been waiting for. If I'm reading the topography correctly, this ought to take you straight to the center of the ruins to the gate we saw at the beginning. That's where we'll find the Pokemon that was in the middle of the others in the mural, right? Right, after all this, we finally get to meet it. I think we all know you're the one to handle that moment. Yeah, of course you get all the fun. You better get some good photos. Say hi to the Illumina Pokemon for me. I can see it in your eyes that you're ready. That's the spirit. Hi, Todd. Did any other Pokemon in any other generation receive any real controversy? I'm thinking like fucking Jinx, Porygon, and the other asshole who I'm forgetting in Gen 1. Not Alakazam, Kadabra. Those three motherfuckers, all controversy. Porygon 2 and Porygon Z were unfortunate casualties of Porygon, but they didn't do anything themselves. But I don't think any other generation had a Pokemon that had that much in the way of controversy. I think every other Pokemon past that was perfectly fine. Alrighty, Illumina spot. Hidden ability on Venomoth, the Skitty line, and Bruxish. What the fuck does the Skitty line have that for? Oh, look, a tree.
すごく弱いけど、反応の正体はそれのようだね。これは何だろう。すごい。今までに見たことのないほどの反応だ。
Deer.
僕らが探し求めてきた最後のイルミナポケモンだ。頼んだぞ。
Go get that picture. Bro, give me a Master Ball. It's got X pupils. Does Yveltal have Y pupils? It'd be so silly if it did. Look at that, it's Mew Ball. Mew Ball! The bacon strip Pokemon. Well, I mean, it looks like a giant Y. What would happen if you did that thing you've been doing the entire game? I don't know, Professor. Let's find out. My God. Oh my God. He's juking the shit out of me! I can't get him. What? What? Oi! Oh, he's in the water. Hey. 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 Professor! The missing piece was Xerneas. Okay. Do I even have a good picture? No, I don't. There's so many openings here that you could just like fall in. But like we had to take that elevator of light when we could have just, you know, walked around the little, you know, whatever. Whatever, I don't care. we go. Any day now. Any day now. Eh? What? Ah! Oh! Oh, beautiful! Okay. Wow. I may have failed immensely, but in the end, I recovered. Xerneas turns into a tree. Yveltal turns into a cocoon. I don't know why. Well, that was fun. Time to go back to being a tree. They'll never believe you. Never.
どうなっちゃったの？
話は戻ってからにしようか。
How can there be more than one Xerneas in existence? Got a lot to discuss, but let me look at them photos, boy. Mural only. Alright. The Illumina Pokemon of Oris Island.
Nice timing.
Oh. If not for this photo, I'd probably think it didn't exist. Incredible. Incredible. We did it. We solved the mystery. The mystery of what?
Yes.
The mystery. Brief awakening. By the way, now that we've got the info, I got something to report. See what I mean? We did it. We solved it. Glug, glug, glug. I knew it! We were right to believe there was another Illumina Pokemon. The mural was spot on. Yes, which raises the question. Did things really happen the way the mural depicts them? Maybe Xerneas called out to others all for the help. Pikachu, shut up! So they could make a barrier or something to stop the meteorite. And now there's an Eevee. A barrier big enough to cover the whole Lentil region. I don't know. That's gotta be what happened. That mean the people that built the ruins long ago helped the Illumina Pokemon too.
Yeah.
The meteorite came 2,000 years ago. Shouldn't Xerneas have awakened long before now? This Pikachu in my left ear is killing me. Eevee's gone. Eevee's back. Eevee's gone. I think stopping the meteorite probably just took about everything it had. So much so that it's still tired after a 2,000-year nap. Dude! Sit still! Please! We're getting lore over here! When do you think the mural was made anyway? Wait, what? And who do you think made it? Well... Wait! Why is it you were able to meet the Illumina Pokemon? Yeah, what? Why? Because I'm John Snap. I'm the main character.
ねえ当然
They love me!
ピカチュウ博士本当にわからないのポケモンが大好きだからに決まってるじゃんポケモンたちもきっと大好きだよね
Correct. That is why I throw apples at them. That is why I pelt them with fruit.
まだまだ研究が足りないんじゃないかな。
Yes, sirree. Todd threw pester balls. He was worse. Credits. Bandai Namco Studios. Now it's gonna roll some of my photos as we let her go. And that marks the end of the Snappy game. I'm not quite done yet. I wanna do one little thing. But that is the end of the game. And as you saw, based on how many parts this took, the amount that I spent playing. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? That is my photo. That is my photo. I definitely forgot about it though. Okay. All right. This game takes quite a while to even get the ending to it, but there's still so much more. So as you saw, there's tons of Pokemon in this game, and there's 4 different behavior types for Pokemon in terms of like their rarity that you can get: 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4 stars. So every Pokemon effectively has 4 different photos you have to take to them. On top of the grading system, trying to go for diamonds, which you really shouldn't, because there's no reward for doing it after getting a certain amount of them. You do not need to go for diamonds, and I highly recommend you don't, because it's a very, very frustrating deal. Just getting the pictures in general can be kind of tough if you don't know how to trigger certain behavior states. Usually 1 and 2 are easy, because 1 is just take a picture of it. 2 is usually just take a picture of it after scanning or hitting it with a fruit. But some of them require a little more legwork to get them to do certain behaviors. But yeah, like I said before, this game has so much additional content in it versus the original one that it's actually kind of overwhelming to a degree that if you try to tackle the 100% for this game, you might actually just come to resent the game a little bit, which I think is a huge shame. Because that's what happened to me. Let me tell you what happened to me. Alright? I didn't break anything. Alright? I didn't break anything. I didn't scream or anything. But when I was trying to get the 4-star, the diamond photo of Sobble, that stupid motherfucker. Oh my god. Getting the right shot on that motherfucker. He's at the end of the course, and if you fuck up the shot, you don't get it, so you have to try again. But you have to lure him towards you with apples. But if you hit him with an apple, he starts bawling his fucking eyes out, and then you can no longer get the shot. So you have to redo the whole fucking course again. But oh my god, dude. I'm telling you, I swear to god. Some of the Pokemon in this game getting the diamonds for the shot is just, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare that's not fun, and it takes a lot of the charm out of the game because you stop being interested in what the Pokemon are doing, and you're just looking at it as an objective, and it does kind of ruin some of the charm. Now, that said, there are some really, really obtuse things that in this game to activate certain behavior states to take pictures of. And not understanding how to get those and failing to get anything new from them is also tedious and annoying. But there's also actually knowing what you're supposed to do and trying to do it and failing to do it anyway. Why does that happen? Because it does. Alright, it just does. So this game has so much. It has a lot of random hidden bullshit. And there's a lot of secrets to discover in it that aren't really spelt out for you, despite the game being kind of clear in a lot of times how it's supposed to go. There are secrets and stuff that you could... Like, there's alternate paths in some courses that we did that aren't relevant to the story, and actually activating them, it requires you to go out of your way to figure out how to do that. So, yeah, like I said, there's lots of content. I think the biggest issue with it is just because the game came out. The game came out in an era where people don't value that level of crypticness as much anymore. Right? Does that make sense? Like, in the original Pokemon Snap, there wasn't a lot of Pokemon to actually catch, or record, but there were certain things you had to do to get them to do things, and it was, in that time frame for me, it was a matter of figuring it out on your own, or, like, the playground. I didn't really have internet, and there were other games to play, but, like, that was a game that you would wanna solve it, right? This game has so much more of the original Snap, but it's in an era where it's like, well, if you can't find it, I'm bored, and I'm gonna go play something else. I'm gonna go play something else, or I'm gonna Google it, and then you Google it, and there's an overwhelming amount of information for, like, basically a guide for getting everything. And when you look at that much information in guide form on how to do things, because it was too cryptic for you to figure out, or at this point you're just too lazy or unmotivated to try and figure anything out, you just start reading guides, and it's like, this is so much. So I do think it's important to be careful. It's important to be careful with how far you push this game and how often you play it, because you can very, very easily turn this game into a bit of a miserable experience. But as far as a casual playthrough goes, it's got great length. You don't have to think too hard about it. You just take pictures, enjoy pictures, try to figure things out, and enjoy. And in that front, it's a perfectly fine, inoffensive story, right? The Mist Fog Zone is hell if you use a guide to understand the seasons. So, the area where you transported to different seasons, that area can be manipulated when you get research level 3 by doing certain actions with the Espeon that shows up. But you won't know what exactly those are unless you read a guide or you experiment way too much. So, yeah. This has been one eventful survey, huh? It sure has. One that took us to every corner of Lentil. None of it would have happened without the three of you. I can't thank you enough for all your hard work. Found even more topics begging to be studied. Well, I'm sticking around to help. I was hoping you would. And I'm sure your research is just getting started. Speaking of, you can explain your new idea. Course scores. System device to measure how thoroughly you research a course in a single outing. Quality count, see if it says quantity. Try to photograph as many Pokemon as you can. It's online, you can see your ranking. It wasn't the one more piece of good noob. It must mean burst mode. That's a new feature to press or add to your research cameras. If you turn it, your camera will take multiple shots quick succession with one press of the shutter. You can turn it on and off the settings when you give it a shot. It should come in handy. Man, Press, you're almost as cool as my mentor. Wait one second, I'm going out on an expedition. Ha 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 ha. Come on, go back to build your personal photo decks. Yes, Glorp. Okay, so what's the good news? Bet you're itching to know. You're the one who brought it up. Okay, fair point. Anyway, I got the press, so let's check out the reef in the evening. Whoa, nice, right? I can't wait to see the sun set over the reef. It's gonna be breathtaking. Yeah, it'll be some sweet photos I call first trip. Hey, no fair. To the waters. Professor, you look really happy. Did something good happen? Oh, there you are. Excellent timing. You see, as we examined the results of our survey so far, and I found new teleportation points. One of them is near the jungle. The other is Volupka, just below the desert. We haven't researched those islands. That's the exciting thing about research like this. You can discover something new every day. I'd imagine the ecosystems of the same island would similar to each other, but you never know. Well, we'll be the ones looking into it. That's right. I'm counting on you. I've heard one of those places might be a bit nostalgic for me. I think this will turn out to be a really fun expedition. Alright. So he says that. He says that because the level is a river, but the river has nothing to do with the original river level. Nothing. Pixelated. Just so you know, it has nothing to do with it. Ding, ding, ding. Look at that. Let's go to the reef in the evening. My sunshine. The frame rate doesn't like it very much. Bubbles. Okay. Oh. What are you doing? Bubbles. Bubbles! Oh! Oh! Oh, God! Oh, no! Help him! Neat. Whoa! Is he okay? Bro is done for. Oh shit! Oh, Jet Boy! Holy shit! Did you see that? Ah. Whale. Whale. Get him. Okay. Oh, he's spouting. Incredible. Wow. He's wicked. Primarina. Nubel. Oh. Get up. Get up. There he goes. Ain't it a nice view? Can't really get a good picture of that guy. It's research level 1, boys. Research level 1. There's something in the blue hole. That. There's nothing in the blue hole. Squirt! 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 Other Pokemon love the sound of laughter singing. at him go. Go, go. So you think. Summon! Summon! Fine. They didn't summon. They failed to summon. They failed me! It's not right, dude. This isn't right. Apple. 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 Ay, 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 ay. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Hmm. Welcome back. Can't wait to see what you've done. Raichu. He's sick. Excellent picture. Squirtle. He's dying. Blastoise. Look at how fucking cool that is. Look at that. That doesn't even make any sense. But he's doing it. Yeah. You know what? That's probably a better picture. That looks kind of silly. That's a good one. That's better. That's way better. Put him in. Put him in. Brief evening.
Nice timing.
He's sitting on his flotation board. Yeah.
Best timing.
That looks like one dizzying whirlpool. Perfect timing. You did wonderfully. Hey, remember what Rita said at the end of the game? The Pokemon can tell when you love them. Yep. They can tell I love Pokemon. That's why I tossed this motherfucker in the drink. For a 4-star photo op, baby. Try to get a close-up of his face. He's drowning, Professor. Thank you, Ace, for the resub. But Rocket Blastoise. Rocket Blastoise is fucking cool. That's really not a diamond. Alright.
Nice timing.
It's spouting water, otherwise known as water spout. Beautiful background. Yes, yes, I know, I know, I know. It's a good photo, actually. Oh, yeah, see, look at that. Mid-dive. Fantastic photo. 10,000 points for Gryffindor. Beautiful, isn't it?
Nice timing.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. They love it. Acha-cha-cha. Nighttime expedition. You remember how I mentioned course scores? They measure how thoroughly you researched at a single pass. I'll keep track. Shutter finger. Okay. It's a record score, boys. Ice collector. The bigger, the better. Good. Alright, I'll run it back one more time here. One more time here, boys. One more time. Be careful out there. You should be saying that to the poor Squirtle I'm going to assault. Okay. Oh my god, look at him. Oh, look at him! Do it again. No, 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 do it again. Do it again. Yeah. Yeah. Kill. Kill. There he goes. There he goes. I gotta get photos of this. Oh, oh baby. It's photo time. Was it orbs that do it? Or is it apples? I don't know. Oh, I think I had to hit him with an orb. Whatever. He's dead now. Oh, we'll do that again. Do a sick trick. Oh, well, okay. Do a sick trick. Oh, shit! Do it again. Come on. Come on. Turn around. Turn around, please! Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's out of there. I'll never see him again. Nothing over there. You want to eat? Oh, you do! Oh. Oh, Poggies! Alright, alright. I've just burned through all of my fucking... I've burned through all of my fucking photo. Alright, alright. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. It won't let me quit because I've unlocked a title. Or something like that. Debubble. Debubble. No? Another beautiful photo. Jump man time. Jump. Jump! Okay. It's not a good photo, but it's a very pretty photo. Look at that. Oh, that's such a pretty photo, though. Holes. 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 Come out. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Where you going, champ? Where am I going? Whoa. Where are we going? Oh. Clam. Get him. I caught that peeking. Here. Gotta sit here and fucking wait for these apples to drop, dude. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Turn around! Oh. He opened up. Whoa, God. Oh. Whoa. Beautiful. Beautiful photos. I'm out. Dog, I'm out. Pull me out. I can't take any more pictures. Take me out! Got any nice shots? I actually got a really nice shot. A really nice one. You're not gonna think it's very good, but I thought it was pretty. Check this shit out. Hagrid. I'm fucking massive, mate. Okay, alright. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Alright. Squirtle. See, look at that. Look at that. Somebody wanted a photo of him dying. See? I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. That's a terrible photo. 3-star Wingle. Quite. That's what... I was trying to take a picture of the fucking... Okay. Whatever. Vaporeon. It's you get a 4-star if it surfaces. But it's just a better picture. Look at that. That's such a good photo. I mean, it's not, but it is. And this guy. Oh, they're all fucking 2 stars. Wait, actually, hold on. Wait, that might be better. Okay, alright. I'm putting her in. Grade me. Having a nice meal. 1993. Try to get him to look at the camera when he's eating, please. Yeah, okay, I'll just do that. Oh, it's not better. Oh, it is better, somehow. Uh-huh. It seems calm. Uh-huh. 3,000 on the dot. Wow. It's using the forces of its water jets to fly. Perfect timing. You did wonderfully. Well, apparently not. Whatever. I like the other photo better. Oh. 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 It's so much better. 10,000 points. Okay. Okay. Alright. It's actually not better. But it seemed better at a glance, didn't it? It seems to be swimming. Man, that better get some background points. 94 in size. Alright. I don't care. I don't care what you say, Professor. That is a fucking nice-ass photo. Alright. What about you? You creature. Beautiful. He's peeking. He's peeking. It's a little better. It's actually worse. Wow. Okay. Alright. Shows what I know. Oh, you're kidding me. Unbelievable. New requests. Shut up, Phil. Alright, chat. Well. There you go. Now let's take a look at my space. At my research titles. Wow. Post 1 photo. 1,000. Get Pokemon to move a total of 6.21 miles by using Fluff Fruit. By the end of the game, I gained 0.13. 0.13. Yeah. 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 We're not gonna worry about that. There you go, chat. Pokemon Snap. Where's the home button? I like this game. I think it's a great sequel. With a lot more to do than you can possibly fathom or handle. Will I play more of this? I'll think about it. There's still stuff to like do, but that is the main stuff done. And you know what? After 10 hours of it, that's pretty good, you know. And I'd hate to turn this into something that it becomes like I want it to end, and then it's kind of sad, you know. I want to have a a good opinion of it when I leave it. That's all. But I hope you enjoyed, because I enjoyed. I very much enjoyed. And I'll do my best to preserve that feeling until who knows when.